Graham Allen, it's your turn. Come here. Come here. Sit down. Front of the class. Right next to Erika Reginae Pinocchio Kirk. Sit down. What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of In Cahoots Podcast. My name is Nikki. All right. We have to get into Graham Allen. Graham Allen. I had no idea who this man was until a few days ago. I saw him inserting himself into the Candace versus Erika versus TPUSA whole situation. I promise you, it's like this man forced himself into it. He just started attacking Candace, looking for her to respond, and then all of a sudden I have a bombshell interview that's going to destroy Candace's story. I'm still trying to figure out who you are, Graham. Whatever the case may be, we are going to react to Graham Allen and his interview with Tracy, which is Erika's best friend of 15 years, which is who Candace says her daughter allegedly works as, well, she said it's verified, but I'm going to say allegedly, as Erika Kirk's assistant and sometime as the assistant for TPUSA, including Charlie, whatever the case may be. So they're going to talk a little bit about this, and Graham is basically going to destroy Candace Owens. So let's see.
So Candace Owens went on this tear where she said essentially that you called your daughter, who works for Erika, the day before Charlie's, or very soon before, Charlie was murdered at UVU. That is what she said, and she has used that as a conspiracy that you had prior knowledge, potentially, of Charlie's assassination, that Erika definitely had prior knowledge of Charlie's potential assassination. Or she would say, I didn't exactly say that, but she insinuates.
Right,
and
the implication.
She has affected your family's life.
Yes.
So let's set the record straight, shall we?
Absolutely.
One, does your daughter in fact work for Erika, and how does she work for Erika?
It had been talked about that my daughter was going to start possibly traveling with Charlie and Erika months earlier. During the summer, they travel as a family. We had conversations.
What did she do? What did your daughter do before that? So they start talking to her about this, but what was her job?
Her job is for Proclaim Streetwear, which is the clothing line.
Erika's
brand,
line.
yes,
Okay.
that I actually helped her create. And just, that, and then Bible 365 Ministry.
So not Turning Point.
She's never worked for Turning Point.
Okay.
And so, and also Candace had said when I did speak with Candace, so I do want to say this. I reached out to Candace through a video.
Yeah, you had a conversation with her.
I reached out to Candace on a video basically saying, here I am, okay? If you have these questions and you want to know what's going on and you really want the truth by someone who actually has the truth, I'm right here. I have nothing to hide. And she did send me a DM. And so I did reach back out. We had an hour conversation last week on Sunday.
So hold on. I'm sorry. I have to stop you. So what you're saying is Candace Owens defames you, lies about you and your family, and she reaches out to you, and you had a conversation with Candace Owens on the phone. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
So you and Candace Owens have spoken on the phone.
Yes.
I'm curious, I'm just guessing here, was this in regards to this hit piece documentary that she's trying to put together for Erika Kirk? Was that your understanding of this?
So I think after being on the phone with her for an hour, I think that because there was a moment where she said, we are at an impasse. Which, again, just from what I do, an impasse means that we no longer agree. So, and then we're going to go our separate ways. And an impasse to me, whenever you decide to call me, my intention for the phone call was to set the record straight.
Right.
About the lies, about the defamation, about all the things that you were saying about my family, and especially my daughter, because you put people in harm's way with no regard.
She said that Candace came for her daughter, came for her family, put her daughter in harm's way with no regard. Okay. 1 second.
Tracy cannot deny is that her daughter is indeed Erika's assistant. I've confirmed that. And I want to be very clear here that this young woman did nothing wrong. She's not done anything wrong. I'm intentionally choosing not to name her daughter because I don't want people to stalk her, to reach out to her, or to try to learn anything about her life. She, like I said, has done nothing wrong. And in many ways, she's just beginning her life, okay? She doesn't get to choose who her parents are. And who among us would not jump at an opportunity to go work with the wife of the CEO of a massive student organization like Turning Point USA? You would.
She's saying that Candace put her daughter in harm's way. She didn't care. She had no regard. Candace did say that she wasn't trying to do that. She's not going to mention her. You know, she has nothing to do with this. She did nothing wrong, but there's no regard. Anyway.
So in the call, you said something very interesting to me. You said Candace said to you, she didn't believe that Erika ever loved Charlie.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel when you hear something like that from Candace Owens? As someone who's known Erika for 15 years, so you've known Erika from the moment she met Charlie all the way through their marriage, their children.
I remember the first day I met Charlie. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That to me is that's the first time I'm hearing that. Candace Owens truly believes, based off your conversation with her, that Erika never loved Charlie, and it's based off what?
It's based off a delusion, first of all.
Yeah.
So that's interesting to me. I mean, if that's how Candace Owens felt, that, you know, Erika Reginae Pinocchio Kirk never really loved Charlie, you know, that's her opinion. She's entitled to that. But I do hope that she will address it, because that's an interesting thing to say to Erika's best friend. Like, that's something it almost feels like you would confide in a person, especially if you've never said that on air or publicly on social media. And if she has, I didn't see that. I missed that post or missed that video. I just feel like if Candace felt like Erika never ever loved Charlie, she would have said. It feels to me that she would have said that already publicly. But what would make her so comfortable to voice that to Tracy, knowing that Tracy would either tell Erika or go public with it, or both, as she's done already? I don't know. I want to know if, I'm not going to say that Candace didn't say that to her. I don't know. I wasn't on the call. But it's just kind of interesting to me. I've never heard Candace say that before. And like I said, if that is what she thinks, that's her opinion. But it's just seems a little out of character almost for her to just kind of tell Tracy that, like, I don't believe she ever loved Charlie. But she's never said that. She said everything else already. Like, she says everything. She tells us that, you know what I mean? Like, even if she thinks that Erika had something to do with Charlie's passing, she said that very publicly. But I don't know.
In the summer, there were conversations of your daughter potentially like adding to her role and or doing more traveling, and you didn't even know if it was the campus events in general, and you expressed some reservations potentially to your daughter in the summer.
Exactly.
So not days, not weeks before, months before
reviewing like her job, what she was doing, you know, are you happy, you know, can you be an asset, are you valuable, those types of things. It's just how I am as a mom.
Okay.
And then that was the conversation, and so it was a what if moment of, and like I said, doing what I do, my what if was not just safety for Erika and all of them. I mean, you know, the volatile world that we live in.
Oh yeah.
It's not.
I've been to those campus tours with Charlie.
And I've heard firsthand the threats. I mean, we've talked about those, the threats, the kidnapping threats, all the things that they were living with on a daily basis. And so, yeah, my mind as a mom went, I don't want you to go. I don't want that to be part of your role, is basically what it was. So that day of the emotion, my mind went to, what if my daughter would have been there? The day when Charlie was murdered. So we've jumped months ahead of time. Correct.
You're at work, you find out about Charlie being murdered.
Correct.
And then someone is there that you just are outwardly saying, can you imagine if your daughter had been there?
as a mother thinking not only the safety, but what would that have done to her to witness that? You know, the impact of that, the imprints that happens on someone's psyche. It was all of the things that my mind just went to that moment of what if. And so, and then even like with Erika, I didn't know where Erika was at the time.
Right.
And then I know Erika was with her mother.
Yeah.
And I was not, that was another thing that Candace said on our call. I was not with Erika that day.
Yeah.
Wait. So months and months and months and months ago, you knew that your daughter was going to expand her role and start traveling. Expand her role with what? Erika's brand? Her clothing brand and Bible 365? Or with TPUSA? Because she just said that her daughter was never working with TPUSA at all. So then now you know that she will be working. So did you just lie? Oh, God. Because if that's months and months ago, that means that months and months ago, the opportunity was presented to your daughter, Tracy, to go and work with TPUSA. So that means she did work with them traveling. So then now she's saying that she got these reservations months ago. Fast forward to when it happened. Now you're saying that you were at work thinking, what if that had have happened? Somebody was listening to that, relate that message to Candace, saying that actually what you were saying is that I had a bad feeling, and what if that would have happened? That doesn't make sense. Everything that just happened doesn't make any sense to me. So that means that Tracy is saying that months and months and months ago, she had a bad feeling when she realized her daughter would be expanding her role and traveling, technically with whatever has to do with Erika. When Erika has everything to do with TPUSA and Charlie, you told your daughter not to travel with them? Is that what you're saying, Tracy? Because this is not, the math isn't mathing. And maybe it's just me, but that does not make any sense. So did she or did she not work for TPUSA ever? You literally just said no. But however, months and months and months ago, she was expanding her role. And you had already had this feeling of a what if back then. And when it happened, you're like, wow, what if my daughter was there? Which led someone to tell Candace that you said you had a bad feeling, so you told her not to go to the event. Did you tell her not to travel with them at all? Because you never know what could happen because of the fact that Charlie and Erika were already getting death threats, kidnapping threats, or whatever the case may be. So you told her never travel with them? Or did somebody catch you in your office saying, oh, I'm so glad I told my daughter not to go to this particular event because I had a bad feeling. I knew something was going to happen. What makes more sense, and what actually happened? Because what I just heard made no sense. At least to me, it didn't. That hurt my head.
Different than if you have a bad feeling about something and your daughter starts to beginning, well, I don't know if this is a good job for you. I don't know if this is, what does this job entail? What are these types of things? And so it became that type of a mental track that I'm like, oh my gosh, what if she would have been there? What she would have seen? What would have happened? And then my mind went through, she's safe, she's good. And so this person is.
So you did have the bad feeling you said you didn't have? Tracy, what? Do I need to get you a seat at the front of the class with Erika, Reginae, Pinocchio, Kirk, and Graham Allen? What is happening?
I agree. So just to be clear, to set the record straight on this one, we got a couple things we got to set straight. Your daughter works for Erika's Proclaim clothing line
Yes.
and Bible 365.
Yes.
She's never worked for Turning Point USA.
No.
And this conversation that you had with your daughter on you don't know how you feel about her traveling with Charlie and Erika more happened months in advance,
Yes.
not the day before or days before Charlie was murdered.
No. No.
That does not make sense. Am I losing it? First he said, your daughter works for Proclaim and Bible 365. Yes. She never, ever, ever worked for Turning Point USA. No. Okay. But then why would she be traveling with Charlie then? Charlie is not handling Proclaim or Bible 365. Those are Erika's businesses. He may have supported her. Obviously, they were married. But what does someone working for Proclaim and Bible 365 have to do with her flying out for Turning Point USA events? Then he asked, so this was months and months and months and months ago when you had these bad feelings or whatever the case may be. I'll replay it. Yes. When months and months and months and months ago, she was about to level up her role, but it had nothing to do with Turning Point, but the role involved Charlie in traveling with Charlie and Erika more, which gave her a bad feeling. Run that back.
So just to be clear, to set the record straight on this one, we got a couple things we got to set straight. Your daughter works for Erika's Proclaim clothing line
Yes.
and Bible 365.
Yes.
She's never worked for Turning Point USA.
No.
And this conversation that you had with your daughter on you don't know how you feel about her traveling with Charlie and Erika more happened months in advance,
Yes.
not the day before or days before Charlie was murdered.
No. No.
That's a mighty big difference
Yeah.
than the narrative that Candace Owens
Yeah.
has been put.
Why would she travel with Charlie and Erika more? I'm not seeing how this works, how Charlie fits into this equation if she has absolutely nothing to do with TPUSA and everything to do with Proclaim and Bible 365. I'm not understanding that. So yeah, granted, Erika would travel with Charlie for Turning Point USA things, right? I mean, and of course they went other places, whatever, that's not what we're talking about. But Erika would travel with her husband for TPUSA things. That was technically their main focus, because who the heck has ever heard of Proclaim or Bible 365? Most people didn't even know who Erika Kirk was until this happened. However, point being, if she's flying with her husband to help with TPUSA, why does her daughter, why is this a bump in her daughter's career if she's not her assistant? Or if she's not helping at TPUSA at all? I'm just not seeing what they have to do with each other. So how can you say she never ever worked for TPUSA before? This conversation was months and months and months and months ago in advance, when your daughter told you that she was going to advance in her role, but has nothing to do with TPUSA, but everything to do with her traveling with Charlie and Erika for TPUSA. But she's saying that she wasn't comfortable with her going to the events. Yeah, I don't know.
Candace Owens has been saying that Erika was not with her mother on the day that Charlie was assassinated. Is that true? Is that not true?
Complete lie on Candace's part. There's verifiable information that she was with her mother at treatment.
Okay, now when you say there's verifiable information, what do you mean by that? What do you mean when you say there's verifiable information?
Verifiable information from sources, from the clinic, from places like that can verify that she absolutely was with her mother. There's photos, there's timestamps. I have a text message. It's undeniable. So there's all these things that yes, she was with her mother. I was not with Erika that day. She was with her mother. It's verifiable from the clinic, from backing up text messages from other people. We know that's where she was.
Where is it? Where is it, Tracy? Where's the verifiable evidence? Where's the overwhelming evidence that Erika Kirk was there, that she, dropped down to her knees in a parking lot? Where is it? Because all these back and forth, this, she was here, she was there, here, not there, she was over there. Where is it? Where is it? Like, if you guys want to, the thing about it is that a lot of you hate Candace. That's fine. That's up to you. That's you. That's nothing to do with me. Okay. I'm not going to tell you who to like. I'm not going to tell you who to love or who to dislike. Okay. But one thing about Candace is that she will show receipts. She will. And I'm sorry, but nothing has been presented on Erika Kirk and TPUSA side. They say a lot, but where's the evidence? There's no proof. And me personally, I'm usually big on shit. I don't have to explain anything to you. See, that's just me. Erika Kirk, Candace Owens, TPUSA, friend Tracy, you guys are putting yourselves out there. All of you putting yourselves out there. So you can't blame us for asking questions. Right? So yeah, where is it? Where's the footage? Where's the staff? Where's everybody? Somebody please show me something, because at this point I'm just like, man, are we ever gonna get anywhere? Where was Erika Kirk at the hospital with her mom, or was she in Provo at 10:06 a.m. like Baron Coleman saying, what is going on? Can we please just get a solid answer to something? Anyway, that's all I got for this man, Graham Allen and Tracy. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. I'm going to wrap this video up. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button, like the video, comment. I want to know what you guys are thinking. Let's keep it cute in the comments. It's a safe place. Make sure that you share the video, turn on your post notifications so that you know every single time there's a new video out. And if you want to support the channel in any way, it is extremely helpful. Everything goes into improving this channel. Our Cash App and our Venmo, they're right there on the screen. And also, if you want to support us on social media, our X, TikTok, and Instagram are also on the screen. Until next time, guys, this has been In Cahoots Podcast. My name is Nikki. Peace.